And welcome to 12 News at 10. I'm Troy Hayden. A chaotic scene on a Valley freeway this afternoon is completely shut down because of a police shooting. Police just updating us on the situation, what happened out there. 12 News journalist Gabriela Becerra live now with details on what police had to say. So what happened out there, Gabby?
Well, Troy, I spoke with that detective in the last 20 minutes or so who tells us that a man was shot while trying to run across lanes of traffic on the US 60 in order to get away from police. Now, this is still a very active scene. Behind me, police are blocking the on-ramp to the US 60 at Alma School Road. And just beyond that on-ramp is where the driver was stopped and the shooting happened. Officers say that suspect who was shot is in surgery tonight but expected to survive. Now, Mesa police tell us this all started around 4 o'clock after a break-in at an apartment near Country Club and Broadway. A 37-year-old man had reportedly forced his way into an apartment, grabbed a kitchen knife, and was attempting to put a woman in his car against her will. When officers arrived, that man took off in a blue pickup truck. Officers pursued, following the man to the US 60. They attempted a pit maneuver to stop the truck, but it didn't work. The man then pulled off in the rocks on the side of the road and jumped out, running into those lanes of traffic. Officers again tried to stop the man with a taser, but he continued on. Detective John Dreyer with the Mesa Police Department tells us the man reportedly reached for his waistband, and at least one officer then shot him.
The male subject jumped out of the vehicle and began running southbound across the travel lanes of the US 60. Officers attempted to tase the male, however that was unsuccessful, and the male continued running southbound across the travel lanes of the US 60. The male jumped over the median and crossed over the eastbound travel lanes and began reaching for his waistband. That is when the officer-involved shooting occurred.
And Detective Dreyer says it appears the man and that woman he attempted to take against her will are known to each other. It's unclear if she was injured in this incident. US 60 also turned into a parking lot for most of the evening, with cars slowly being let off at Alma School Road. The freeway was initially shut down between Country Club and Loop 101, but restrictions have since eased a little bit, but still a major part of the freeway remains closed. It's unclear for how long those closures will stay in place. But Detective Dreyer says this investigation is expected to take at least several more hours. So stay with 12 News for any updates. Live in Mesa, Gabriela Becerra, 12 News.
Yeah, what a scene, Gabby. It's amazing. If you had multiple police officers and the suspect running across the freeway and then shots rang out, that nobody else was hurt.
That's right, and I asked the detective if that suspect came close to being hit by any of those cars moving on the freeway. He said he had not had a chance to review the body camera video, but that is certainly something we'll be interested to learn and to see if any other accidents could have been caused by this incident.
Yeah, it seems like there's always traffic on the 60. I don't care if it's the weekend or the weekdays. Gabby, thank you for that. Turning now to sad news out of Goodyear, where a 1-year-old has died after drowning in a backyard pool. Goodyear police say they arrived at the home near Dysart Road in Van Buren after a call about a child in a swimming pool. The child was taken to the hospital in critical condition, but unfortunately did not make it. Detectives are trying to figure out how the 1-year-old got in there. The identities of the people involved have not yet been released. 2 people found dead in a home in Litchfield Park. The home is near Camelback and Dysart Roads. MCSO says the couple was elderly. This does not appear suspicious. They say no foul play is suspected right now, but we'll continue to follow this update and get more information for you. A man and his dog both killed in a mobile home fire this morning. This happened at a mobile home park near 19th Avenue in Hatcher. The man who died is 60-year-old Francisco Matias Juan. He was inside the home sleeping with his dog when the fire started. The home is all boarded up, but there's a lot of damage out there, and you can see in this video how severe the damage is. I mean, these mobile homes, once they catch fire, they really go up in a hurry. Neighbors say they heard several explosions. Flames shot up into the trees. One man said they tried to get inside to save Francisco, but the fire was just too hot.
We undid the knot for his door, and we opened it, and his front door was open, and there were flames inside. The roof was on fire, and it was falling onto the steps. We couldn't get in, so we got the neighbor's hose right there, and we started spraying in it, but the pressure was low. It wasn't getting anything.
When firefighters arrived, there was smoke and flames coming from the home. They made their way inside. They say they were blocked, though, by boxes and personal belongings that were stacked high inside that home.
He was a great man, a great father. He was happy. He was good. He was friendly to everyone. Every person in this area know Francisco. Pancho, we call her Pancho. He was a happy man.
Firefighters were able to put the fire out before it spread to other mobile homes in this park. The investigation is ongoing. Learning more information about a deadly plane crash on the Navajo Nation that happened last week. 4 people, unfortunately, lost their lives in that crash. The 4 crew members were performing air ambulance services in that eastern Arizona area. Their names have been released. The pilots, Jeffrey Tuning and Amanda Benson. Camelia Chavez was the flight nurse and Nicholas Mancuso the flight paramedic. The company says no patients were on board when the crash happened. The NTSB is investigating what caused that plane to go down. A man is killed in an overnight shooting in central Phoenix. Police responding to reports of a shooting near 15th Avenue and Highland. It happened about 2:30 this morning. When they got there, they found 27-year-old Robert Shazleen, who had been shot. He later died at the hospital. A woman at the scene admitted to being involved in the situation. Detectives did interview her, but later released her pending further investigation. Chandler police are asking for help to find a 14-year-old boy. Police say Michael Riggins Jr. last seen last night about 9 p.m. in his room near Chandler Boulevard and McQueen Road. Good picture of him here. He didn't take his cell phone with him. He also left behind critical heart medication he needs. If you have any information on where he is, you're asked to contact the Chandler Police Department. Air quality today was not great. Kind of schmutzy out there, I'll say. I don't know if that's a technical term, Chris Dunn.
Yeah.
And it felt like there's a little bit of humidity in the air, too, out there.
Yeah, the humidity has increased from what it was a couple of days ago. And because we had a big collapsing thunderstorm over Pima County last night that we told you about here on the newscast, it sent out a gusty outflow that kicked in some dust, and also a northerly wind flow in the middle and upper levels of the atmosphere brought in some smoke. So a combination of a number of different factors. But right now, it is still really warm, 101. We still have our weather impact alert in effect for the high heat and the higher humidity. Overnight lows in the 90s or right at 90 degrees. 109 by 4 p.m. will top out at 110 in Phoenix. Here are your forecast highs: 87 Flagstaff, 108 Casa Grande, 115 Lake Havasu City and Bullhead City are also under an extreme heat warning. This warning for parts of Pinal County and Maricopa County goes until Tuesday at 8 p.m. The showers, thunderstorms that we had over Yavapai and Coconino counties, those are settled down. We still have a little bit of action going on in eastern Arizona and just debris clouds that are flowing over the valley, and that will really slow our cool down tonight. Extreme heat warning again through 8 p.m. on Tuesday. Highs up to as high as 113, lows near 90. Take it easy. You know, I think by the end of the week we will get rid of these red graphics, but we will replace that with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Signs of the monsoon coming to life in the 7-day forecast. Troy?
Yeah, it'd be great to get some rain, Chris. Thank you. Crews battling a number of wildfires here in Arizona, dealing with heat and unpredictable winds. Let's start in Gila County. The Billy Fire there has been burning for over a month, and it is still growing. And it's forced more evacuations now. The fire has burned more than 12,000 acres, up from 5,000 on Wednesday, and containment levels continue to drop. They're now at 16%. The Gila County Sheriff's Office putting Ellison Ranch residents under go evacuation orders. That means they have to get out, along with all Murphy Ranch residents. Johnson Ranch, Elks Camp, Troctor Ranch, Circle Ranch, they are all on set status, so they could have to evacuate at any moment. Fire crews also battling the Indian Creek Fire, which has been burning about 18 miles southwest of Wright River since Tuesday. It's burned more than 2,000 acres. And the Bronco Fire, which has burned more than 17,000 acres, 30 miles northeast of San Carlos. Both of these fires, unfortunately, at 0% containment. For the latest on fire conditions, download the 12 News app. Just scan the QR code you see here on your screen to go straight to our wildfire coverage page.